let's start the session. So first and foremost, I really want to thank all of you for joining today and taking time out in your working day schedule. My name is Kapil Nakra, one of the co-founders of Digital Vidya. At Digital Vidya, I take care of the entire training program. I have close to 16 years experience in the digital market. I'm a serial entrepreneur and Digital Vidya is my fourth venture. Talking about my experiences of working with various organizations with regards to implementing digital marketing campaign in all the companies that I'm associated with, and also all the experience I could get from my interaction with professionals who wants to get into this space. So today's session is a 1 hour long session. Right now there are 30 and more would be joining soon. Default, everybody is muted. What I'm doing, question panel window. So anytime during the session, if you have any question, just keep typing it down in the question panel and I'll take up all those questions at the relevant time during the session, right? So today's session is on digital marketing, and we're going to look into the space of marketing purely for the purpose of what is possible in this space for career growth as well as for business. I'm sure some of you are here who are freshers to somebody who's from the experience, and you wanted to explore this space from the career growth perspective. And a lot of you who are here who are entrepreneur or who wants to take up some entrepreneurial initiative in your life, and you want to see how digital marketing may be used for business growth. Even in some established organizations, if you want to take up any of it, then you will be interested in that side of digital. So that's what we are going to explore in today's session. So welcome all of you. Just to give you a little background, Digital is a 6-year-old company in the digital marketing training space. In our initial 4 years, we used to do workshops in digital marketing space in various cities in India and other places in Southeast Asia and in Middle East. Since last 2 to 2.5 years now, we've been doing online programs in digital marketing. And the program which certification program in digital marketing. That's what we do. Just to some of the things we associate. We are the only company in India who has partnered with Google to train all the Google partners. So if any of the Google partners approaches Google for training, it's actually Digital Vidya who is responsible to. In fact, most of the Hangout on Air sessions that Google is conducting at this point of time are being taken care by Digital Vidya. So this is one of our association that we are really proud of. What we would be doing in today's session, first and foremost, I just want to quickly have a check on who all is present today. I've given you a brief introduction about myself and about Digital Vidya. We're going to look into digital marketing at a broader perspective, and we're going to cover some interesting case studies to give you sort of a broad experience on what is going on in this space, right? And then we have actually, after working with so many organizations, created a framework which can be used to multiply revenue by any organization, whether you're a B2B company, B2C company, or whichever vertical you're from. So I'll just sort of help you with the same framework, and some of you can leverage the same framework to multiply. Using the same framework, we'll do an exercise. In that exercise, we'll try to create an online advertisement strategy with an objective of lead generation. And to make sure that we go to some level of depth, we'll focus only on Facebook ads as one of the channel for running on online advertisements. In our regular training program, we do it for 3 to 4 hours, but since we will be spending close to 5 to 10, we try on one single objective and one single meaningful. Then we'll have an open conversation on various career opportunities that are there in digital marketing space. And since been in this space for quite some time, so I'll be to share my honest and authentic opinion on what is going on in this area, in this part of the world. As Digital Vidya, as I mentioned to you earlier, we do a master's certification in digital marketing. So I'll give you sort of a brief overview of the entire certification program, how it's conducted, and who would like to register in our upcoming batches, I'll give you an opportunity to do that as well, right? And then time for the open. This session is so we'll try to end the session at 4, but in very usually session would extend by about 5 to 10 minutes, so do expect that also. So let's get started. So first and foremost, I just want to check who all is present today. So this question on your screen, pick up an option that best describes. If you are an entrepreneur, pick up the first option. If you're from sales and marketing background, you do not have any knowledge about digital, but you're from the traditional sales and marketing background, pick up the second option. If you're a digital marketer, pick up the third option. If you're up the fourth option, and if you do not belong to any of these categories, pick up the last option. And I'll just share the result once all of you are done with this. Just take a rough guess which category would be dominating today. Let's see who would guess it correctly. So I'll just count till 5 and then I'll close this poll. 1, 2, 3. I would request all of you to please do that. 4 and 5. So thank you very much. Here are the results of all the people who are present today. This is a little surprising. Most of the people are from other domains. So if you are one of them, you are the one who is dominating today, right? And second most popular category are people with sales and marketing background. The third prominent category is students, and the fourth, the number with similar of entrepreneurs and digital marketers who are present today. In our actual training program, what we observe is that most of the people are from traditional sales and marketing, close to 40%. So that is a little different from kind of audience today's session. Great. So I hope some idea of where you are in today's. So let's move to the next level now. I'll start with something very, very basic. I don't know what is your existing level of expertise in digital marketing space. So those of you who already well, just bear with me for some time. I'll start with a basic question, very basic question. What really is digital marketing? I'm not really interested in the Wikipedia definition of marketing. More interested in, from a digital marketer's perspective, what is this space? What do digital marketers really do who have been in this space? What are they doing? What is their world really look like? So if I look at digital marketing at a holistic level, digital marketing involves two things. It's a process of reaching out and engaging with your customers. And while you're doing that, you fulfill your business objective. Typically, the topmost business objective for which digital marketing is used, the topmost is actually brand building. The second is customer. It could be, the subset of that wherein it's generating lead, converting, or it could be if your online sales engine is built into that, you would be doing the customer acquisition directly. And the objective in an online space is online reputation management. Other objectives which can be fulfilled, you can actually use it for HR perspective, co-creating product with the community and a lot of other stuff that you can possibly do using digital media entirely. But purely digital, as far as digital marketing is concerned, these are the topmost objective. Now, to fulfill these objectives, what digital marketers do, they reach out to their target audience, be it their customers, users, influencers in their space. Every channel offers different ways to build reach. You can build organic reach through building your subscribers and the email, or getting yourself listed upon search engines. That's one way to build reach. You can build paid reach by running various engagement program. You can build viral reach. Viral reach means that you're involving your existing customers, your existing user base to promote your business. So these are the typically three kinds of reach that is digital. And as far as engagement is concerned, different channels offers different ways to build engagement. For example, if you go to Facebook, if you post something on Facebook, how do people engage? People either like it, they comment on it, they share it, or they click on the link that has been shared. That's an engagement model of anything posted on Facebook. If you send some, there are two things that person can do. He can open an email, or he can click on the link that is being posted in that email. So open rate and click-through rate are the stuff that email marketers keep talking about. So idea is that different channels have different engagement model, different channels offers different ways to build the reach. You have to figure out the right channel, you have to reach out to them, engage with them, and while doing that, fulfill your business objective. Fundamentally, that's what digital marketing is all about. If I look at various techniques that are still popular in digital marketing space, with businesses as of now are using, the leading one so far is still search. You know, this, and I've been in this space since 2000. It's been close to 16 years. Till about 2009, 2010, in fact, search was more than 90% of everything that's. It's now that there are, you know, other things that has come up, but still search is a dominating area where the digital investment is going. Now, how do you really leverage search? Search is that your target audience are searching something. Say, for example, somebody is searching for the word digital marketing, digital space marketing search, right? And now the various kinds of, if you look at this slide, these listing over here are known as organic listing. So how do you make sure that your business in this area is something that you learn as an SEO technique? So for that, you have to master Google algorithm, understand what are the latest update, and try to make those changes in your online presence so that Google start ranking you up on top. It's not that difficult, but it's not that easy also. For example, if I look at, there are more than 101 million web pages which have this word. Make sure that Google actually ranks you among the top 1 or top 3 results is something you learn when you learn about the search engine optimization. The second way to build your presence on search engine is by placing yourself in this area, which is the sponsored link section. This is how you run paid on search. Now, there's a different algorithm for search engine marketing and different algorithm for search engine optimization. These two algorithms cannot impact each other. I think, in my opinion, I've seen Google to be the most professional media company in an online space, and to an extent that the person who's actually responsible for the SEO results is possibly cannot even sit together with the person who is actually responsible for the paid search results. So somewhere you have to really master these two techniques separately, leverage them appropriately so that you get the best out of search engines. Now, what I've noticed is that, and you would be observing the similar trend, that since 2010 or at max since 2011, social media was all about going there and, you know, just chatting around. It's not to be considered for the business sector. But over a period of time, the usage of social media has increased a lot. And by social media, I mean all those channels related content dominates. Social media is not just about Facebook. Social media means that if you go to that platform and what you see is a users, and that is the content that is dominating, it is social media. And there are hundreds of such channels. Over a period of time, the usage of social media channels have increased, and businesses have no option but to build their presence on channels. At this point of time, I do not a single business who is not doing something on the social media space. Now, to promote something on social media, it's very different than to promote something on search. On social media, since the content that is dominating is published by the users, you have to somehow master the art of involving your users in the brand promotion. And that is the reason it has given birth to a completely new discipline called social media marketing. So this is something that, you know, you'll have to learn it separately. There's no way, if you're an expert in search, you can do something on social. Not possible. Mistake businesses do in 2010. They give their SEO agencies the social media contracts, and they started handling the social media in the similar way they used to handle search, and everything was a disaster. But yeah, it's a separate way to handle it and a separate sort of techniques to handle it completely. The next thing that I want to talk about is email marketing. email, I don't know how many of you know, but still is the most used channel for communication. There are more than 4 billion email accounts worldwide, way more than number of people on Facebook. And in my opinion, it's not going to go anywhere. The good part about email marketing is that now, especially I'm observing in last couple of years, there are enough number of tools that are coming in the industry that actually helps you to send out very targeted message. And you would be observing, there's a little bit of change happening in terms of the kind of email we are receiving. They are targeted based on our online behavior. So they try to get that data somehow and use that data to send out a targeted message. So I think there are businesses for whom email marketing is working phenomenally well. The problem with email marketing is that it's an open protocol. Not many organizations' stock price is getting impacted if email marketing is getting more popular or not. That's the reason for the businesses for whom it is not working, they are not really aware of the potential of it, right? So this is another area as a digital marketer you should be aware of it. So far, what I've talked about is the entire space of search, social, and email. Another area which has recently emerged to be possibly generating the best return of investment in digital space is inbound marketing. Some of you might not have heard this term, inbound marketing. Inbound marketing, as the name suggests, it's about ways of promoting business, which means rather than you customers, you build your online presence in such a way that your customers are coming to you. So first thing you do is that you attract your audience, and then you build your online presence in such a way that people, without realizing, start moving forward. Some of the got into high potential lead, they will even move forward. You will do some lead nurturing, marketing automation, and try to convert those leads into customers. And you don't need to stop there. Some of them would move forward and become your brand evangelizers, which will further feed into the inbound interest. So it's more like a funnel, but your funnel feed for the new visitors on itself, and the new people will be attracted towards it. It's an ongoing process. The good part about inbound marketing is that if you learn good about inbound marketing, no matter what you're doing in your business, your results will multiply using all those inbound marketing principles, right? So that's about inbound marketing. Another area in digital marketing space which is becoming popular is affiliate marketing. Now, what is affiliate marketing? It's actually fairly simple. People, really try to complicate it, but the whole idea is that suppose I'm in a business. Let's take an example. I'm Digital Vidya, and I want to sell my training in Spain, right? Now, nobody comes to my website from Spain, or if they're coming, so how can I sell it over there? I can approach some publisher over there. Why don't you sell my training on your behalf? If somebody finally make a purchase decision, I'll give you a commission out of it. So I'm signing that publisher as an affiliate, right? So that's affiliate marketing from a business perspective. What you can do as an individual, you can actually build your blog, you can popularize it in one domain, and then you can start other businesses' products. So that's where you make money out of affiliate marketing. But the key here is building an online presence and sort of attracting audience on that. Build your audience base on that online presence, and that takes a lot of time and energy. So that's a key part of affiliate marketing. Now, what I'll do is to sort of make it more real for you. I'm going to share some examples. The first thing that I want to share with you is something called as marketing. I'm sure some of you would have heard of it, but I would still share about it because this is the most result-oriented online advertisement at this point of time in the market. If you ask me about the latest trend, it is still the latest trend. Internally at Digital Vidya, we have a lot of remarketing campaign. Cost of generating lead on a remarketing campaign is 1/3 the cost of generating lead through any other online advertisement program. What's remarketing? Let me just explain it to you. Okay, and then I'll give you an example and simplify it for you. So remarketing is about website visitors based on the behavior they have shown on your platform. Now you're confused. Now let me just simplify it for you. So I'll give you an example to make it simplified. Recently we were trying to book a ticket from New Delhi to Raipur. So we went to goabigo.com and I searched for to Raipur ticket. I did not book it. Simultaneously, I opened other website, other travel websites. I opened my Facebook page, and immediately there on the goabigo, title of that got Delhi to Raipur. So I haven't even left my contact details. What they are doing, they are targeting me on other platforms based on the behavior that I've shown on their platform. The reason why the effectiveness of these ads are very high is because you know the behavior of that person, you know the intent of that person. So based on that intent, you can actually in real time create a communication and target users. And the result are very good. Right? You've already invested a lot in getting that person for the first time. It's about taking that next step and making sure that that person moves on. So yeah, so that's one thing. Another example. It's one of my favorite example, old example, but I still, because I think there is a lot in this, and that's the reason I'm using this example. It's from a company called Fasos. I don't know if you've heard of this company. Fasos started in Pune. They have food outlets wherein they were primarily selling wraps, and now they're into the other food items. When this campaign was done, they were only located in Pune. The campaign is tweet to order. So let me just explain to you that one of our trainers was involved in the implementation of this, and that's the reason I have some insightful details about it. So this campaign was done on Twitter. So the idea was that they have, by the way, they were in Pune. They have about close to 6 outlets in Pune, and yeah, so 6 outlets in Pune means they can deliver anything in Pune within half an hour. So they came up with this concept tweet to order. They said that anytime you want to order something, don't call us our support number. You don't need to talk to anybody. Just tweet us to Paneer Refs Fasos. Most of the people who are active on Twitter, they stay active on Twitter in any way. So they don't need to do anything. They are already on Twitter. Just tweet to Paneer Refs, for example, to Paneer Refs, to Chicken Refs Fasos. That's it. And it will be delivered to your place within half an hour. Now, this campaign became the topmost reason why they were able to beat big food joints out there in Pune in their initial days. One of you take a rough guess what is so special about it? Let's say who would guess it correctly, and then I'll share with you exactly what is the reason. Would be the real reason why this campaign became the key reason of their success. Just type it down in the question panel. Okay, so Keshav is saying the Twitter followers of the consumer and hashtag. Got it. Got it. Simple to track and deliver. By the way, it was not so. They have to create the entire CRM system for these orders. I guess the name itself, okay. It involves customers to participate in the process. Got it. Easy to order. Got it. Some of you are looking at it more from the product perspective. Possibly I would think, Keshav, you are the one who's the closest right now. So let me just explain it to you. First and foremost, we're talking about Pune. The good part about Pune is that there's a lot of young people out there. And if you're in Pune and you're active on Twitter, you possibly would be connected to a lot of other people who are in Pune and who are active in Twitter. That's because people who are active in Twitter, they keep on tweet-ups. And they're known as tweet-ups actually. So say for example, if you have about 300 followers on Twitter, then out of 300, possibly 70 to 80 of them would be from Pune itself. Now, if at 8 p.m. in the evening, I'm tweeting two paneer reps fasos. I'm letting all my followers know that I'm not just recommending this product, I am right now placing an order. And my entire with this product will be live tweeted. When the order will be delivered on time, I'll thank them. If I like it, I'll thank them again. Now this thing worked for them because their product quality was good. Otherwise it would have gone other way around. So people are getting, my users, my followers are getting real experience on how I'm experiencing that product in real life, in real time. Now even not doing it, they're actually reaching out to 300 more people, and this thing actually went viral. They reached to the level that they have to set up their entire CRM just to take order from Twitter, and they continued the same thing in other cities. I think it's a great providing value add to your customers, wherein you are leveraging these platforms as well. So I think that I hope that gives you some idea about Twitter is being used in the industry. Another example I picked up is of a company called Kaya Skin Clinic. Why I picked it up, because a lot of people are actually from offline space. They wanted to know, our primary business is offline, what can we do on digital, in particularly on social, right? So this is an official case study of Facebook, and this case study is 20% of all sales that Kaya Skin Clinic is generating right now across all physical stores is coming from Facebook. Now they have a page on Facebook. They keep posting Facebook exclusive deals on their page, and they promote those posts. Every single post helps them to generate 6 to 8 lakhs of revenue posts in a day. So and how they track it, because in every single post they're actually posting a different coupon, and then they track it in terms of the walk-ins, how many of them are actually using those same coupons. So I think it's a great example of an offline business who is generating, who's social for customer acquisition using a very, very simple technique, right? Nothing really complicated about it. Another example that I want to share with you is a company called Car-Dekho. I'm sure all of you must have heard of it. Car-Dekho is now the leading portal in auto sector, and this example would be very relevant for all the entrepreneurs in today's session. I know a little bit of in depth on Car-Dekho because their founders were my classmates. They started this company out of Jaipur, and in the initial years of their operation, they relied on just one technique to promote their business, and that is search engine optimization. They did not spend even a single rupee on advertisement. Forget about in the traditional space, even in digital space, they did not spend a single rupee on advertisement. Till the time they got their first round of at somewhere around the valuation of 300 crores. So from 0 to 300 crores of valuation using just single technique, search engine optimization. You remember the one that I talked about, which is about how do you come on top in the organic listing. So what they figured out was that in India, there's a huge search volume, which is spread across of keywords in auto sector, and good quality content is not there. They started some program in Pune, and they started creating good quality content in auto sector, and they used all the principle of search and optimization. Within months, not even a year, within months, Google started ranking them up on top on all in the auto sector. So within months, they actually reach out to few millions visitors every month. I think their current reach is somewhere between 15 to 20 million every month. After the acquisition of Gaadi.com, it has increased further also. So now they are the #1 auto portal in India for sure. So I think it's a great way for a business that is started primarily through one technique in digital marketing space. And I personally see that there is still good opportunity for the new players to leverage search engine optimization and there are still a lot of domains wherein the enough good quality content is not available. If you can figure out a scalable way to generate that content and use search engine optimization properly, you will be able to generate the reach very easily, right? Great. So I hope that gives you some idea about what is happening in the digital marketing space. Now, I want to talk about the customer. You remember the framework I initially? While listening to this conversation, I have one request. Do make sure that you're keeping some business in perspective. If you're already from some business organization, then you can just keep your business in perspective. And my commitment is that you will be able to see, after I actually explain it clearly, you will be able to see exactly how digital will be used in your business, right? So first and foremost, digital media now has the reach which is far more than the reach of any traditional channel. There are reports, there are justification for that. Only thing that is needed for us as a business owner or as a digital marketer is to understand the media consumption habit of our customers. Using search engine, then we have to use search engine optimization and search engine marketing. If they're going on social channel, we have to use social media marketing. If they're going on other platforms, then we have to somehow figure out a way to place our ads over there, or talk to journalists or bloggers in that particular channel and try to attract reach from that channel. Or if they are accessing online space through email, then you have to somehow figure out a way to get their email ID and start pushing content, right? So the key is that the reach is already there. You have to use the right way to get that targeted reach that you're looking at. For most of the people, that's what digital marketing is all about. It's about getting that targeted reach that business is looking at, right? That's where the media spend is, that's where the money is, that's where agency also focus on. The point is, how will you convert that reach to business? Acquiring that reach does not mean that you have created a business out of it. So the next step is, first make sure that you're getting those on any of your online platform. The kind of communication that is going out, how are you attracting them, the whole inbound techniques to all the ads that you're placing on the online PR work that you're doing. If you do it in the right way, the right set of that reach will come on your online platform, be it your web, your blog, the online community portal that you've set up, whatever it is, right? Have to somehow figure out that the reach comes to your online presence. That's one. Secondly, how will you move? How have you designed your online presence? Is it conversion oriented? Have you spent sufficient amount of energy in making sure that people really move forward? I'll give you one example on this. Recently there was a study that was done, and it suggests that in an online space, people have stopped reading. There's so much of content, people don't read anymore. People just scan. So if you create a page that is scan friendly, people will move on. If you create a page that is read friendly, people will not move on. So that's just one of the case. Similarly, there are number of things that needs to be taken care to make sure that people really move forward. You've been pursuing them to sort of take the next step. Now, in the traditional space, the role of marketers used to end here. The lead has happened, nothing, now hand it over to the sales guy, they will take care of it. But now as a digital marketer, we can play an additional role of nurturing those leads. There's a concept of life cycle emails. The whole world of marketing automation actually comes in this category. So, and there are a lot of marketing automation tools currently available. If you use them effectively, you would be able to nurture them and bring them closer to the sales. That would ultimately help you to reduce the overall sales effort that you have to put in, right? And then, if you've done a good job, would directly convert to sales also. The key here is that every step, every single communication, every single touch point needs to be optimized for users to move to the next stage. In that, you have to make sure that you've set the right analytics. That's very, very important. There are enough avenues for any digital marketer to spend money in an online space. You can spend crores in a single day. The key is that what will give you results. So if you haven't set up the proper analytics, you will not be able to trace back which source is really giving you results and where to put the next set of investment in. Where are the gaps, where are the leaks, and how to take care of it. And for that, you need to take care of end-to-end analytics. There are analytical solutions that are available which range from free solutions to which enterprise level implementation solutions. So based on your organization size, you can use them, but using them is must. So that's about the customer acquisition, and everything that I mentioned on this slide needs to be taken care of by a digital marketer. So let me just make it more real, right? So what we'll try to do is, let's fulfill an object lead generation, and I'll take the example of Digital Vidya, and I'll share with you how exactly we do the lead generation in our organization using. So one question that everybody asks, and a lot of people actually, who are in an online advertisement space, there are two channels which are most prominent. The first one is Google, and the second is Facebook. So the first question that comes to their mind is whether they run a campaign on Facebook or whether Google. Some of them have tried. Some of them think Facebook leads are junk. Some of them think that Google leads are expensive. Some of them think that Google leads are junk. Facebook is becoming expensive. So people have varied and different experience in both in this regard. So I'll just quickly share with you, my experiences, how you should go about deciding whether you want to go with the Google AdWords or Facebook. So first and foremost, on Google, what you primarily target keywords. Keywords help you to target intent of user. What is the user intending to do right now? If somebody is searching for digital marketing course right now, he wants a digital marketing course. So if I have to target that intent, I will use Google AdWords, and my conversions will be very high. The return of investment will be very good in Google AdWords. But suppose I want to target demographics. Suppose I want to target interest, like I want to target 15 to 35-year-old girl who is interested in cooking, who has iPhone 6s, and who has traveled in last 2 weeks. That kind of a targeting is not possible on Google. That kind of a specific demographic and interest targeting is only possible on Facebook. And that's the reason Facebook is unique, right? At some level, I would say Facebook still has an early mover advantage, even though it's catching up, but still the cost of generating a click, having one user clicking on the ad, is relatively less in most of the domain. And you would observe that once you would run an ad also. So that's another primary advantage of using Facebook ads. So since I've mentioned about the targeting as the key reason or the key advantage of Facebook, let me just deliberate a little bit more into this. What are the various ways you can target people on Facebook? And those of you who've used Facebook ads, you would know that this really well. Almost you target people based on their age. People specify their correct age on Facebook, so you can't really doubt that. You can target people based on location. You can go to a particular section in a city as well. You can target people based on gender. You can target people based on their relationship status. You can target people based on their social connection on Facebook, like if they're connected to a particular page that you're an administrator of. So you can target people also. You can target people based on their occupation. You can target people based on their education also. Another critical important, and this is something that really differentiate Facebook from all other channels. You can target people based on their interest and behavior. Facebook assess interest by looking at the kind of content they are consuming and publishing. For example, if you write an update about cooking, they would categorize you in the cooking section. If you like a particular page, if you like Flipkart page, they would know that you're interested in e-commerce. So these interests are not the one we specified when we created the profile on Facebook, but this is an interest that is changing in real time. And behavior, Facebook has all the data. Suppose, I've been logging in on Facebook every day from Delhi, and suddenly after 2 years, I've logged in from Mumbai, and then I've logged in from Mumbai again. So they know that I'm originally from Delhi, and then right now I'm in traveling and I'm in Mumbai. So they would give that information, that behavioral information, out to advertisers as well. That's what differentiates Facebook very well. So creating ad is simple. You can go to facebook.com/ad/create, and it would take a lot of time right now to sort of go and help you to see it on your own. But my suggestion would be, those of you who haven't experienced Facebook ads earlier, just go there and try to create a dummy ad and just look into the various targeting options, and that itself would give you good enough understanding about what this is all about. You can also target people based on their email ID and phone number. This is very, very important. You can give a list of email IDs to Facebook and tell Facebook, why don't you show my ad only to these people? Right now, I know email ID of all of you. In fact, I know your phone number as well. So what I can do is I can actually create an ad wherein I'll just give Facebook your email ID and ask Facebook to show you an ad. And right now, if you're co-browsing something, simultaneously looking into Facebook, then suddenly you would see an ad from our side. What are you doing here? Your session is going on, go back, right? So, and you will be amazed, how do we get ourselves placed on your Facebook? So this is just one of the idea. I'm not doing that, but you can be a little creative in running a campaign across multiple channels as well. And this is one of the way you can use it. You can do retargeting ad, the GoIbibo ad that I showed you. The key here is that if you use these options well, then you remember the be able to get the targeted reach that you're looking at. Now, suppose they are your visitor, they comes on your website. How do you move them forward? So one of the principal ways which is used in the case of advertisements is landing page optimization. So what we have done, we have created this landing page, and this has been created after sort of months of iteration, which gives us very good result. There are 3 sections in this. I'm just talking about the first section right now. I'm sure a lot of you are here because you might have filled this particular page. So one of the things that you really need to make loud and clear in your landing page is your value proposition, and that has to be the boldest, or I can say the biggest font. What do you really offer, right? And then you have to sort of build up on that. Give a product explanation to it. Personal for marketing professionals and entrepreneurs. Then, and this is also one way to sort of build on the explanation of that product. The second thing over here is you have to create a kind of a social proof, which is how do you really make sure that people really feel comfortable. So all the people who've been experiencing our training, all of them have an access to publish testimonial anytime during the training. So they keep publishing it, and in real time it comes on our website. And so that's how we try to build the social proof of how other people like you are experiencing it. And the third is there is a single call to action. There's nothing else you can do. You can either call this number or just click on it and then register in the demo session. So if you do that, then so if you really think about it, this button has more color saturation than anything on this page. So that's how you need to build it. That's how you need to place it, and you need to sort of make sure that it's in the right state. So if you really do that well, then you would see a good percentage of the user will move forward and convert. Right. So this is sort of a quick idea about the entire, how to get the targeted reach to visitors, how to make sure that visitor converts into lead. And if you really look at this webinar, fundamentally this webinar for us is a lead nurturing process. A lot of people have this doubt how the online training works. So we conduct a webinar to make people experience it. And then, it also helps them to buy product. So it's more like a content marketing initiative, purely with an objective of, internally for us, it's like an objective of making sure that people are really getting convinced about whether they really need it or not, right? So what I'm sharing with you, this is something we'll actually not do right now, but this is a strategic framework that you can use and I'm just sharing it with all of you. What I would request is just keep a note of this URL, and this strategic framework has all the relevant questions you need to think about if you're thinking of leveraging online advertisements, right? So just keep a note of it somewhere, and later on, if it's needed anytime in your professional life, you can use it. The next thing that I want to talk about is career opportunities, right? So as there are some come up in between, so I'll just take up these questions after I explain this, since there were a lot of people who are from other domains and a lot of students as we did the poll initially also, so they might be interested in knowing more about it, and I'll give you my honest opinion on this space, how you should really look at. So first and foremost, the way I'm actually seeing this whole space is evolving is digital marketing is somehow needed by businesses across all domain, whether somebody's from BFSI segment, or you're from pharmaceutical domain, or you're a startup to you're an IT services company. Everybody wants digital marketing. But you would not notice that there would not be any brand or any organization wherein there are few hundred people working in digital marketing. Most of the cases the number is 2-digit, and in most of the organization number is actually 1-digit. So it's a fairly fragmented market. Other than that, there are a lot of agencies. Now there are traditional marketing agencies team, or they're sort of building strategic partnership with the upcoming digital marketing agencies and try to bring up with them. There are 500 people plus digital marketing agencies also. So this sort of a time wherein from a freelancer to an established agency is happening in that space also. And other than that, with the whole sort of boom around the analytics space, the big data space, digital marketing tools which upcoming startups are creating using data analytics, using digital marketing. So there is a need of digital marketing professionals, those who really understand these techniques well. So that's another place where you can jump into. What I'm observing is, one, as a secondary skill, everybody needs it. Why? Because the media spend is shifting to digital. There is no doubt about it. Every year on year, there is an increase in the spend in digital space, and it's increasing. So every media professional, every marketing professional is supposed to understand digital, whether they have to implement the campaign by themselves or get it done through some agencies. And that knowledge is mandatory. It is very easy for someone to fool you. So as a secondary skill, everybody needs it. If you want to get into the digital marketing space completely, as a fresher, I would highly recommend you to do that. If you already have 10 years experience in other domain, 5 years experience in other domain, shifting completely to digital would mean, it is a risky step. What I would suggest is, suppose you were 5 years experience in, say, IT domain, right? So you already know clients in those areas, you already have worked with some of the customers. So the better kind of positioning that you can take is wherein your past experience can be leveraged along with the digital knowledge that you would acquire. By doing a 6, not make you digital marketers. If you have a 5-year, 10 years experience in subdomain, you will still be a sales professional or an advertising professional with a digital knowledge. So that's how you would come up after this course. And then you have to look for those creative opportunities wherein your past experience is a primary area of expertise that is needed. You'll not be able to shift completely to digital so easily. Other than that, what you can do is, some of you, if you want to experience in other domain, you want to start as a freelancer, then then there are active opportunities that are enough avenues to start a freelancing services in digital space. There are a lot of them. A lot of people were there who were working with us earlier, and now they have their own agencies. A lot of our trainers are actually running their own agencies, ranging from the kind of a boutique shop of 3 to 4 people to 100 people plus. So it really depends on what stage of operation you want to get involved into. But at an initial stage, it's like a starting up a business, so it would be challenging for sure. Getting your first few clients is not going to be that easy. But once you're able to build some clients and build some reputation around it, you'll be able to get further clients also. From our side, what we will do, for sure, a lot of people contact us for digital marketing opportunities, so we can actually help you with that. Another thing what we can do is we can make sure that you are prepared to implement any digital marketing campaign. So from knowledge and experience perspective, we'll try to give you as much as could be possibly possible through a training program. So I hope that gives you some idea about what kind of career opportunities that are there, and we try to did a little time what are the kind of salary packages that can be expected. So I just wanted to make sure that you're well grounded in it. If you're a fresher, the chances are 20-25,000, possibly not more than that. I've seen cases in which people have get about 5 lakhs, 7 lakh packages, but they are rare. In digital marketing, starting salaries are relatively in this range, 15 to 25,000. But the growth rate is very steep because marketers really understand the customers. So that's the reason when the way you will see your growth would be substantial. And my suggestion is that don't look at it from the starting package perspective. Look at it from the long-term perspective. The entire media spend is shifting. Digital as an industry is not going anywhere, and the growth perspective is high. So that's how I would, some of the pointers that I would give for you to take the right decision related to your career. Right now, what we have for that, we have a master level program that I'm extremely proud of. I'm personally gone through a lot of pains in designing this entire program. It's a 6 months long program. People do it in 3 months also, but then you should be willing to spend anywhere between 20 hours every week. We have a Saturday batch, a Sunday batch, and the weekday batch also. If you do a weekend batch, the classes are morning hours. If you do the weekend batch, then the classes are morning hours. If you do the weekday batch, then the classes would be in the evening. The content is exactly the same. It includes 115 hours of live instructor-led training. We have more than 50 trainers, and out of that, you would be 6 are our core modules, and you would be dealing with close to about 15 of them. And that's the reason I recommend that you should only think about online training. Don't go for the physical training, because it's practically impossible to arrange the best of trainer in one city in digital marketing space. And that's the reason we only conduct online programs. We do not conduct classroom-based training. The 6 core modules that taken up separately by separate trainer, and we're going to spend a lot of time on this. And then there will be a number of specialized to make sure that we give you a comprehensive view of everything that is going on in this area, right? Other than that, we have an experts plugged in sessions. We have done few hundred of such sessions. So far, we invite industry expert agency owners every week and make sure that you get the best learning out of it to give you a holistic view of what's going on in this area. These days, somehow, the number of seats are getting full very early. So if you're looking to, get yourself booked, try to do it as soon as possible. The entire course fee is 49,900. And on top of that, we'll give you some special access to some of the tool companies that we are associated with. Recently, we got associated with an SEMrush. So there's a $250 product. For a few months, they were giving out free to all our participants. We're trying to build more such training sort of partnerships as well. And this program is certified by the Government of India body, vSkills. So at the end of it, you would get a joint certificate issued by Digital India and vSkills. Another special offer that I have, let me just talk about first of all a little bit on our alumni. So most of the people from India do our program. Across, you would find a lot of people from other geographies are really catching up in recent times. And second most popular category is actually Middle East for us. And people from Malaysia, Singapore, US, Canada also join in. But primarily you would see people from India and Middle East who would be there. And then a lot of senior professionals, CXO level people actually do the program with an objective of, to understand this medium properly. And then, people are getting good salary, but they are rare. And then there are a lot of entrepreneurs who have actually done our program and are creating good value out of it. A lot of celebrities, RJs have actually done our program primarily because they need to understand digital to use along with what they're doing currently. And that's the reason they do our program. In terms of the certifications, let me just a bit of that also. So one, we'll give you a completion certification from our side, and Digital Vidya now hold a good value in the industry. So you can fairly assume that this would be a good conversation starter in the door of a lot of brands as well as agencies. Then we'll give you a joint certificate issued by Digital Vidya. We'll actually help you to prepare for HubSpot inbound certification, and we are the only company, in fact, who can claim, because we have a comprehensive program on inbound marketing. Then we also help you to prepare for 6 Google's AIQ, which is a Google Analytics Advanced Certificate. Facebook has more than 40 certificates, by the way. We'll actually help you to prepare for 24 of them. Make sure that all patients you can do that. Some of those certifications, all of these certifications which I mentioned on this slide are available. Anyone can go online and take certification, but our job would be to prepare you for the same, right? I'm just on your screen. We've recently launched a program on mobile app marketing. This is separate from digital marketing, but since it's right now, we are giving free access to some of our participants. So sort of to create some logic around it to who all we give to, we decided that if you want to take it, if you complete your registration formality by 7 p.m. today, then we'll be able to accommodate you with an additional 1-month course on mobile app marketing. So that would be additional to what I talked about. What I'm doing right now is, before I move forward, I have a very, very special gift for you also. But before I do that, I'm actually launching this poll on your screen. So since now you know what this program is all about, if you have any question, now type it down related to program, just type it down in the question panel and I'll take it up. Ajay, you mentioned about growth hacking. So let me just complete this and then I'll take up all those questions also. So please pick up the date that works for you. And if you want to do multiple batches simultaneously to complete it in 3 months, you can actually select multiple options also. If you want to take the Saturday batch, then you can pick up Saturday as an option, or if you want to do it on Sundays, do it on Sunday. If you want to do the weekday batch, pick up Tuesdays and Thursdays as an option. And what you need to do is someone from our team will call you and let you know about the seat availability in the available days, and then based on that you can pick and choose. But that's a commitment from my side, if you register by 7 p.m. today, then you will get that additional course from our side on mobile app marketing, which you can do later also. But so that's up to you. Any question related to the course, please type it down. Yes, Vamsi, I will send you the session for sure. You will receive it by tomorrow. I saw the program on the website, which is around 11K. I wish to know more about that. Can you please explain that? So I'm assuming that you're talking about some program from Digital Vidya. In 11K, we have a program in just one module. So right now I've talked about, the specialization 4 modules. By spending 11K, if you're sure, you want to do only search engine optimization, then you can do that using, by paying 11K. So I hope that answered your question. Sir, why do you think online training is better than class? Viswajit, so first and foremost, now we are in GoToMeeting, not more engaging, right? Initially, I was very apprehensive that online will work, because we were also used to do workshops in various cities. The problem is that digital isn't, you have to interact with 15 different trainers. Now I launch a classroom program, we say we're doing it in your city. I will not be able to provide you 15 experts in your city on a weekly basis. To do that, I can only do it in an online environment. Sooner we realize, and forget about, there are problems in online space for sure. Once it's a face-to-face, it's a different experience altogether, and I do understand that. But at the same time, if the trainer quality is not good, then everything is a flop. And we realize that trainers' quality can only be ensured is online. You would have trainers who are based in different cities who are, who's of digital in India. That is only possible in online space, and that's the reason we restrict to online as a domain for delivering our training. I hope that answered your question. how will online query will be solved for students. So there will be a 24/7 discussion forum. You'll get reply in 24 hours. Plus the session will be unmuted. You'll be able to resolve that. So don't worry about it. So it will be better than in fact the classroom-based training. Training is part of Manas. Web designing as in designing tool will not be part of this program, but from a marketing perspective, how should you look at web design is definitely part of the program. We'll do a lot of work on conversion optimization. How do you create landing page, microsites? So that is something will be talked about in detail. Will we be able to do campaign marketing? Yes, we would. You'll have to spend some money on it, few hundred rupees, but there would be assignments in which you will be doing it. We'll do a lot of assignments. We have in fact more than 55 hours of hands-on lab work that you would be doing, and I'll be giving you 1 3-hour work right now. Just after I answer all the questions, there'll be a gift from my side. I am working as a seller. How does trading on different e-commerce marketplace? Absolutely. So Srinivasan Reddy, your interesting question. So first and foremost, that's true, there are various options. You can straight away go to marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, start selling it there, and it's not a bad option. And then you can create your website, do e-commerce enablement, and start promoting your website also, right? You can use affiliate marketing to start selling your product through various publishers. Pros and cons. As a digital marketer, you would learn about, if you create your website, how to create and how to promote it. That's something you would do. And then if you want to do it through affiliates, what are the various ways to do that? So that's something that will be part of our course. And we'll actually do a special sessions on e-tailing, which would help you to sort of compare all these options also. Somebody saying my voice is breaking, guys. I'm just putting down my webcam. I hope that would solve the issue for right now. Reshare the link that you've shared minutes back. I think you're talking about that strategy link. So here you go. When can I register? Someone will call you, and I don't know what are the current status of the registration, so they would help you out, guys. There are a lot of questions that is coming up, so I'll try to respond as soon as possible. How will we get the hard copy, a book for study? Moni, any hard copy. Don't look for hard copy in digital space. We'll actually recommend you some books, but they're more at an abstract level. In digital marketing, we'll recommend you a lot of blogs, a lot of online places to go study and read, because things keep changing so fast that by the time something is published, things have already changed. So we've actually decided, let's have everything online. Yes, you will get the recording, Sheetal, of all the sessions. Partha, I'm into the real estate background. I want to make my career in digital marketing. Can I take it up? Partha, as I said, I've already explained it to you. If you want to completely switch over to digital, I don't know how much years of experience you have in real estate space. Otherwise, real estate is one of the industry wherein digital marketing has really boomed, because per transaction value is high, so you can do a lot to acquire customers. So you can be a specialist of digital marketing in real estate space. And there are still a lot of players in real estate who have no idea about digital marketing. So that's where you can leverage your skills. I have my own business. I want to do all the assignments and practical assignment on my website. Absolutely, that is done. And in fact, another thing that I want to share is that each one of you will create your own blog. That's the first step you would be doing. The return that you would get from your effort will multiply if you have some business to work on. So we encourage that you do it on your business. And if you don't have, we'll make sure that you first create your blog before you move forward. I'm in the cement marketing since 10 years. So if digital marketing course is done, how will it be? Not so sure. Jagdish, I'm not so sure. Only suggestion I have is that do some inquiry into, are people in your space, customers are your space using digital? If they are, then something can be done. If they are not, then digital is not for you. I wanted to do the social media marketing course, not the whole. Will that be helpful? Yes, Tanya, if you are sure that's the only area you want to get into, you can do so. social media. The content in the course curriculum center is very comprehensive and impressive. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Is it compared to Coursera? I haven't seen the entire course of Coursera, but my I've just seen some. My take on that is, one, since it was prepared by most of the professors, it's a little bit theoretical, and secondly, one of the problems that I'm seeing in the industry is that people are spending huge amount in creating those videos, and once, now I'm talking about as a business owner, once you invest a lot in creating videos, then you don't change them so often till the time you get value out of it. We change almost in all the sessions, since everything is sort of we haven't really invested too much on the video space. So because of that, how updated the Coursera content is, I'm not so sure. So from the possibly getting the leading professors to talk about it, yes, they've possibly done the good job in terms of the quality of video. They might have done the good job, but in terms of the information, it is updated, relevant. I really doubt that. Do you provide an analytic course? So we have a web analytic course, not the entire data analytic course right now. So that's something would be helpful. Great. So Shri, question, is it possible to target small, medium-sized town using social media marketing? Absolutely. I don't know why there is a doubt also. Ajay, you're saying that I'm a working professional, I've done MBA in marketing. Marketing will help. You would need digital. If you have done MBA in marketing, every marketing professional is supposed to know digital. Even if you decide to go into the traditional media marketing space, I would give you one assignment. Go to imsjob.com or naukri.com and search for marketing head and look for the JD. In the JD, you would find everybody needs digital skills. The world is shifting that every marketing professional who has to handle a marketing of some organization needs to understand digital channel. That's something that's will it be difficult to do? Not at all, Monish. A lot of people are freshers who do our course, so that should not be a problem. Guys, I would request all of you to please complete this poll. There are some of you still not responded, and then I'll move forward. I have some very special gift for you. So I'll just wait, do a count till 5, and then I'll close it. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. There are still a lot of questions that are unanswered, but since we've already exceeded by 9 minutes, I just wanted to give you a quick gift, and then I'll possibly take it up. This is a gift from my side. So first and foremost, whether you do our course or not, whether you do digital marketing or not, you need to have a good LinkedIn profile. I'm sure all of you will agree with me. Search for your name on Google. In most of the cases, if you're not Amitabh Bachchan, LinkedIn result would be on the top. And having an effective LinkedIn profile means your results in a professional life will multiply. I'm giving you a 3-hour work with a step-by-step guidance. When you do this, if you get stuck, there's an option to ask a question. That question will straight away reach out to me and I'll reply back immediately. Do this, complete this particular task, and you would get some idea about the way we do assignments at Digital Vidya also. Just hold on, I'm just sharing the link with all of you. Right, so all of you just go to this link and just get started by registering. That's all what you have to do, and here is the link, and this would give you kind of a 14 steps which you can do at your time, at your convenience, but within first week of that all of you have a perfect LinkedIn profile. So that would be my gift for you to your professional life, and you would, if you do it, possibly in few years you would definitely acknowledge me, because we have done this, something would have happened in your professional life. So that's a gift from side. Let me see if there is. So guys, that's all I want to communicate. There's a lot of questions that is unanswered, but I would continue to answer them. Those of you who wants to leave, you can leave, since we've already exceeded the session with 10 minutes. So web analytics, do I need to start? Ideally, Arun, analytics, you need to understand web. You need to understand the traffic generation sources and everything. So if you do that, definitely there is an option. So I would recommend do the entire. But At one level, web analytics is a separate module, so you can do it separately also. Monica, you are in the market for marketing of social media, and they're asking huge money. So Monica, that's the whole issue. What they would be doing, in fact, that's one of the problems that we have done a lot of workshops in companies, and since most of the agency owners are also our friend, now these companies go and ask very different questions to those agencies, and those agencies come back to me and come at them. Now it is becoming a little difficult. So so they try to sort of give you an information and metrics based on what they can perform on, not what business is in the business. So you need to really understand digital from a business perspective and see how to involve agencies and what to really expect from them. Whether they are demanding huge money or whether they're giving that much amount of return, or more of an individual case needs to be validated separately. Yes, individual live sessions would be available as a recording. How effective is digital marketing when compared to direct marketing? In a way, digital marketing is part of direct marketing. Direct marketing has a more holistic approach. And I'm actually not the right person, Jagdish, to answer this. You would get a biased view from my side because I've only experienced digital in my career. I have no experience in the traditional space. Only thing that I've done in traditional is we've recently tried radio advertisement for Digital Vidya, and it hasn't worked. So talk to somebody who has experienced both the channels. You'll get a better reply possibly. Great. So some people, just a minute, let me see if there is any question. Guys, it seems I've actually answered most of the questions. After completing this course, can we start your own business? Nishchal, you can start your own business without completing this course. I started my business without doing any course. So don't depend on this course for it. This course would definitely teach you digital marketing that you can use in your business, but starting a business is much more than just using digital marketing, right? And you have to sort of figure out a lot of thing at a business strategy level and take a risk, if calculated risk, if you want to, right? And in helping you in that direction, we'll give you digital marketing knowledge. Other things, mechanical marketing 1.5 would help. 1.5 years you possibly would be to digital completely, and since you're already in the marketing space, so I think the basics of marketing would be clear to you, so that would definitely help. How effective is digital marketing when compared? I've already answered it. Got it. So guys, I think I've now answered most of the questions. If there is any question that is not answered, what I would suggest is you can just raise your hand. If there is something urgent and that needs to be answered, raise your hand. Okay, so Shubhavni, I don't see any question from your end. Looks like I missed it. Can you please type it again? Shubhavni, Vinod, please type in your question again. Jaktar, can I generate revenue after this course? Jaktar, think long term. It's very easy to generate few hundred, few thousand rupees. That's not the point. The point is, if you're looking at digital marketing as a space and if you want to make money out of it, the first thing you have to do is you have to create an online presence and build audience. It will take you at least a year to reach to a decent stage. If you're lucky, you can do it in few months. But after that, monetization will be very easy. But think about the ways in which you can tie up audience to you. That is more important. So right now, just don't focus your energy on making money. Focus energy on building something in online space. That would be my suggestion to you. I'm a pass out BTech IT fresher. How can it help? Marketing space, you will be considered fresher there, and that would help. You need to see, is digital marketing your passion or not? You need to see, do you want to do marketing activity or you're more interested in IT related stuff? Since you BTech in IT, you should actually check out and see, you want to go into data analytics side, you want to do into digital marketing side, you want to be a programmer. But if you finally choose, okay, this is the area you want to go at, we would definitely help you. In digital space, only thing that would be needed is good content and analytical skills. If you have that, you will flourish. Great. So looks like now all the questions are being answered. So at this point of time, I really want to thank all of you for taking your time out. I hope today's session was great. And those of you who have finally decided to do our program, thanks a lot. Very soon you would receive a call from somebody in our team, and they would assist you further with the registration. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best for your life. The session is now closed.